Hello, this is Ron Brown. I'm going to show you something about using user smart groups and some results that I've tracked in recent days. Now, in my user smart groups, I have this folder with my name on it, and I have another folder of end of day and intraday. What I've started doing recently is dragging the end of day up to a user smart group, and I just started this in March. And what I want to show you today is the results of these groups, and these are all in this user smart group folder. I want to show you the results from the end of day on the 14th. Since the rally began on the 15th, I just want to show you what groups, which out of these end of day user groups have performed best. So what I'm going to do is go up to the group performance analysis. I'm going to choose the group. I'll clear what I have in here and make sure that I am selecting the end of day on the 14th. I'm using the 14th because the rally began on the 15th. I'll select OK, and so I'm doing this from the 15th, and that would be the opening price on the 15th, through yesterday, the 22nd, and the closing price. I'm rounding all share counts to whole integers and comparing the S&P 500, so on, excluding the HGSI groups, and this is with $100,000. So I'm going to run this, and it comes up this quickly, the HTML. You can see that I ran it today on the 23rd, and the starting date was the 15th, and the ending date was the 22nd, and these are the results based upon all of the groups from the 14th. You can see the undercut setting up after a pullback, optionable stocks only, and in that group there were 40 gainers, 0 losers. The next one is green candle low, 18 gainers, 0 losers. I didn't talk about the percentage yet, but 20.84% on this group, 14.32 on this one. Wyckoff demand stocks with a bullish VPA flag coming off of a green candle low, 13.847 winners, 1 loser. And then high relative stocks and groups moving up under $15, 13.79, 4 and 1. And the S&P, of course, has had a very nice rally, 7.10. Now these other groups underperformed, but within those groups there were several stocks that performed well. But this is the one that really interests me. This is the undercut and rally setup, and I'm just going to scroll down to these stocks, and you can see the returns on some of these stocks. BI, LI returned 80%, Futu 72.2, JD 55.45. Let's see, BKKT 52.36. So you can see there are a lot of good performers. The lowest performing was a 0%. Kraft only did 0.8. Gilead only did 2.67, and so on. So what I've done is I copied this into a spreadsheet, and then I pulled the symbols out of this view, and I created a UNR group from the 14th. I'm going to click through to a warehouse view, and the 5-day sort on here. This is the 23rd, so it's, let's see, 15th through the 22nd. There are 6 trading days rather than 5, but you can see with this sort on the 5-day, all of these are in the green, of course, and here are the results over that 5-day period. Now, I'm just going to go through a couple of these. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time here, but this is my undercut and rally chart, you can see these stocks were clearly in a downtrend, but you can also see, and this is on the 14th, this is the 14th, this is the 15th. So on the 15th, which is the first day that I'm counting for the percentage gains, is right here. This was showing up in this scan because there is a light green bar here, and this is a doji, and that passes my scan. Now my scan consists of finding stocks that are under where the 3-day exponential moving average is under the 6-day moving average, and it's generating a bullish signal. And that bullish signal can either be a candle or a VPA flag. You can see both of these days had a VPA flag, and these are bullish candles. And what happened? Here it started moving up the next day, and then there was a big gap up the following day, and it's continued to move higher. Let's just take a look at the next one, FUTU. Same thing. Here's the 14th, and you can see there is stopping volume here, and this is a bullish white candle, a spinning top. Here is a VPA flag. If I click here, look up here, you can see its strength seen returning during a downtrend, and then a big gap up the following day. This is the 14th. This is the day it was appearing in this group. Now, if you didn't buy it this day, and I didn't, I am testing this, and I was very leery of this market at the time, but that really resulted in a very big move up on this day. BKKT. Okay, let's see. This is the 14th here. No supply. It's a black candle, but it's no supply. The 6 is below, or the 3 is below the 6. Here's the 15th, and this moved up nicely from this area to where it currently is. Now I'm doing this intraday, so it's showing today's intraday candle. Let's do one more, BIDU. Here's the 14th, stopping volume, spinning top, another bullish candle. That's why this is light green, and then the dark green appears when the 3 crosses through the 6, and this was a huge day for a lot of Chinese stocks. But you can see that accumulation started 2 days earlier. JD is going to look about the same. Accumulation, stopping volume, strength seen returning, light green bar, and then the big gap up with the Chinese stocks on this day. Okay, here's the 14th. Spinning top, stopping volume, strength seen returning, gap up the next day. Let's look at MARA, M-A-R-A, and you'll get the idea here. 3 below the 6, VPA flag, black candle, strength seen returning, white candle, bullish, light green bar, and then it started moving up as the 3 crossed the 6, and then that created the dark green bar. So that this is just one day, of course, but on that particular day, these stocks that came up with the signal, and that signal once again is a pullback, the 3 below the 6, and showing signs of bullish accumulation based upon the candle or a VPA flag or a combination of both. That's it. I just wanted to show you this. I'm showing you my charts and my scan. Now the same chart is in Gil Morales's files, but and the only difference I should say is the color. He uses blue, I use green for my colors. That's it. Thanks for listening, and give this a try. If you have HGSI, if you don't have HGSI, you should subscribe to it, and you get a free 30-day trial of my files.